and they can hear us. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Hallow's Vale. It's been a long journey to get here, but here we are. Finally, at last, everything comes to an end. We'll do introductions first. My name is Callum. I will be your storyteller for one last time today. And I will go anti-clockwise because we went clockwise last time. So I'll hand over to Magpie.
Ooh. Howdy, I'm Magpie. You can find me most places at Antique Horror, and by most places I mean X and Blue Sky and possibly Tumblr. Yeah. Last episode.
Next is Hector.
Hello, I'm Hector. I'm at Keiichi Okami most places, and similar to Magpie, Blue Sky first, then X, also Tumblr, and Instagram, and Patreon, and Itch. And check out my games.
Thank you. Hello, Rice.
Hello, I am Rice Cakes, they, she pronouns. I am crying on the inside. This is the last episode. This has been quite the journey. If you want to find me, you can find me at the Original Lores on Twitter and on Blue Sky. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but do check out my art because I made the art for this overlay and I am still very proud of it. I'm
So
still
good.
Thank you. I'm not ready for this.
Oh, hi there, Blue. Do you even go here?
You can't sit with us. Hi, I'm Blue. I return. And now it's over, which is sad. Boo. I go by she, her pronouns. You can find me on all forms of social media under Sanguis Blue, except Tumblr, and I'd really appreciate if you didn't try to find me there. Thank you.
And finally, Alex.
Hey everybody, I'm Lex Wilson. My friends call me Alex, and so can you. I use he/him pronouns, and so does the character I'm playing, Asher, who I think if anyone was placing bets, I probably lost you some money because he is still around in the final episode. I'm available on Twitter, Alexotica, lexwilson.bsky.social on Blue Sky. I'm getting good at that finally, and lexwilson.com for everything else. Thank you for joining us.
Well, it certainly has been a long journey, and some of us have survived, and some of us have died multiple times. Today, we're going to start with our Sandra, as we call them, Ace, in bed, being tucked into bed.
Oh no.
By your dad. Do you want to roll me a grit check of 9?
Okay.
I can't make too many noises. I gotta be quiet.
A grit check for being tucked in.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Okay, it's not your dad, is it? Really? No, it's not.
No.
It's Chatterbox.
Oh no.
And you're inside of his toy version of Hallow's Vale. And he's made you a little house and is tucking you into bed. Do you want a story before bedtime?
Sure.
A very long time ago, there was a place where concepts were born. And eventually, they came to the conclusion that concepts aren't very interesting without something to think about them. They got together and conceived the idea of reality. And so, the world of mortals was born. Now, these concepts had a very specific idea in mind for their world. The world they had chosen to represent this place they'd made. So they made another place. A place deep down to have the things they didn't want anymore. And for a time, everything was fine. There was those above who played their little world, the world of mortals, and that below, beyond everything else, where the runoffs were sent. But one day, something was born in that place. That world they'd made, and it made itself known in the beyond, and it twisted that place into what it is today. A place of darkness and deceit. A place of corruption. All born from the souls of those things those above built, their precious mortals. And people like me were born into greatness. But it was so boring. So we found the way to reach through into the mortal realm, those above's precious little realm. And myself and some of my siblings decided to start a game. A game in a little town called Hallow's Vale. And many, many years later, everything was finally ready. 5 random school teenagers were faced with impossible tasks. Monstrosities from the beyond come to take their world. You were part of those games. You woke up on a simple Monday, and your life was changed forever when a football captain goes missing, corrupted by a thorn of dark magic. The simple desires of 2 young lovers forced apart by rumors tore your life apart in violence. And after that, you were revealed that your world was not as simple as you once thought it was. The monster was defeated by an electric kid in a car being tossed off the edge. But that was only the start of your little adventures. Next, you went back to school and everyone had forgotten about the horrors of the day before. You had been chosen to be the mighty football captain. And after school, why not go and relax at the arcade? What could go wrong? You and your friend Elsie had a lovely conversation about vampire seagulls, was it?
Yeah, they'll steal your chips.
Yeah. And I'll steal your laugh, as I attempted to do, pulling you and some of your friends into a most genius game. It was you versus the evil family. 1 winner, 1 loser. The losers lose their lives. The winners get to live just a little bit longer. And you won, didn't you? But I gave you an offer. And you took it. And now we're here. You went to the old witches of the diner and they tried to help you, but there was no helping any of you. That night you went home to a family that was finally proud of you, like I promised it would. But you didn't like what I did you?
No, it was all fake. It's still all fake.
Oh, it is. Definitely is. So I brought you to my world to play a little game, while the others, well, they went places. In another timeline, Asher succumbed to such a terrible condition and wiped Hallow's Veil from the map. Jules was the last victim, dying on the beach so close to a way out, and Elsie discovered the truth, that your world was not the first time this game had been played. 200 odd games, and every time it was reset by an annoying little twerp of a scientist named Guion. Elsie travelled subconsciously through the mind to your world, but she wasn't alone. Asher, the corrupted Asher, found a way to travel with them, which unfortunately forced Jules, Asher, and Elsie into the arms of that idiot Guion and sent them back where somebody, an innocent little mechanic, took their destiny and became a god. Joined the Pantheon, became one of my siblings, created this whole situation. The reason there was only one world, all because of a decision Elsie had yet to make but always would make. And after some time as one of us, they got bored and went back to your pathetic world and tried their best to change things. Restarting the multiverse or some bollocks. They found a world that was not their own. And I found it too. And I played my most favourite game. And Hallow's Veil was doomed. And what did your friend do with this new batch of people, huh? They left them to die. Betrayed them. Wasn't that a pleasant story?
I mean, it felt a little forced at the end. Like, there were certain elements to it that I feel like they could have been, like, I don't know, more fleshed out. Like, suddenly being forced into a situation that, like, was always going to happen, and that they had to make this decision, but they didn't know they were going to make this decision, but then ultimately they did know they were going to make this decision because they'd already made this decision before. It gets a bit confusing.
I have prepared this story for you. Because you haven't been there. Because you've been stuck in my world.
Wait, which bit am I meant to be thanking you for? The story or the world?
Both. You're not dead, are you?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, this isn't the afterlife. There ain't one of those. It's the closest you'll get. Do you know that you're my favourite ace?
Wait, no, I shouldn't be proud of that.
I got rid of all the others. You're the
Why?
only one left.
Why did you get rid of the others?
They didn't want to play with me.
Oh.
But you did. And now the game has changed. Your meddling friend Elsie has gone to those above and made a fucking deal with them. I asked you to kill Guion. We are way beyond needing that to be fucking done. Your friend has a plan on how to beat us. I suggest a different approach. I want to play one last game. 5 versus 5 in a fight for survival. A game of death and destruction and malice. If you agree to help me get my way, I'll let you be the killer.
What do I get?
A chance to save your friends, your world, your life from us. And the chance to take revenge. A playing field, much like this one. A small miniature town. One killer on each side. Your objective is to kill the other team first. Whoever wins decides their destiny.
And who's on the other team?
Me and my siblings. You and your friends. You get to kill, I get to be the killer. I have to kill your friends, and you get to kill my siblings. Whoever does it first wins.
But aren't you some kind of weird, messed up cosmic entity?
We'll level
And
the
I'm-
playing field.
I'm just like 16.
Chatterbox shifts into the form of a teenager wearing all white. White tracksuit kind of outfit and a backwards cap.
You could just say like a really cool looking teenager.
Level the playing field. Teens versus teens. Slasher versus slasher. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
Can I attempt to jump up and put him in a headlock?
Absolutely. You can roll me a fight check of, let's say 9.
Okay.
Who bullies
Big
the
swing.
bullies? Yeah.
Big swing.
Give him a noogie.
That's a 9.
And you do so. See? You've already got the killer instinct. You want to fight, don't you? Come on. Tell me you want it.
And I'm gonna like give him a nuggie and be like, "Is this a new deal?"
It's the same deal, just different conditions. As the death of Guion is no longer relevant. Fucking. It's no longer relevant.
Well, your prize is no longer relevant either because we've both worked out that it's one big fake thing that I don't enjoy.
What do you want instead? Because I really don't want to play five-a-side football.
Wait, is that a suggestion?
That's fucking Elsie's plan.
What's wrong with that?
I'm an eldritch being who spent millennia planning ways to kill you all in entertaining ways.
So that's a no on football?
I'm offering a more entertaining solution for the two of us. I know that you would enjoy killing me a lot more.
And then you don't come back?
If we lose this game, we never come back. The connection between our world and Hallow's Vale is broken. Your world is saved. From us.
Okay, deal.
And I can leave you a gift. Anything you ask for, I can give you.
Well, you can't, because you'll be dead.
Consider it a final favour. A moment before I die, if you win, I can grant you one desire. If you agree to help me set up this game.
Okay.
Oh, goody! I'll put your stinking family back in their place. But we have to make this look realistic, don't we? Because your friend's on their way to save you. So, I'm gonna keep you here. And, they're gonna come and get you. You always were my favourite. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye! Disappear. Elsie, you arrive at Chatterbox's Toy Box.
New name.
A weird, large warehouse full of lots of games. Plans for how to fuck with people. Mm-hmm. Its centerpiece is, as you already know, the replication of Hallow's Vale, where you know that Ace is. Mm-hmm. You enter through the doors, expecting Chatterbox to be waiting for you, but is nowhere to be seen. You do see in front of you the miniature Hallow's Vale. You make out a mini Ace. But before you do, you look to another table. And on that table stands a box that draws your attention. And as you look into that box, you see an infinite pool of aces.
I stick my hand in and I want like a palm full.
Yeah, you have a palm full of aces from the infinite multiverse.
Got an ace up my sleeve. I'm so sorry. Can I just take one and put it down at the end of the table?
Yeah. Oh, they're dead.
Does anything? Oh, that's a bit more grim. I'm gonna gently put them back.
You read the box. Backups.
Oh, okay. Elsie is gonna shut the box. Is gonna put it as far away from the little town as possible. We'll rip off a bit of cloak and put it over it just in case. It feels right. And is gonna go and bare her little owlish head over the town. And he's gonna go, hey!
Ace, in front of you is a large... Was it 9 feet tall?
Yeah, like be-antlered creature with red hair over its face. You can just make out the shape of a barn owl face behind it. Giant sort of metal pauldrons and a red cloak
Wow.
with little candles at the end of the cauldrons. At the end of the pauldrons, not
That
cauldrons.
makes sense.
Eldritch creature. And like just as Gidley's gonna go, hey! Hi! Oh, hi, it's Elsie. Hi!
Oh.
Not a monster.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, how are you?
In a toy box?
Yeah, it's really weird in here. Come to think of it.
I've been here for days. Weird is an understatement.
We've been trying to find a way of getting you out. Like, we tried ringing you, and then, like, we tried ringing you again, and then, like, somebody else answered, and then Chatterbox answered, which was really strange. I don't know how he got in your house to get on your landline unless he somehow bugged the line, which would be even weirder.
I mean,
But it's good to see you!
yeah.
I don't know how to make you big again.
Me neither.
Can I try and, like, pick Ace up?
Yep.
And if I put them somewhere else, like if I put them somewhere else, does like Ace like pop up like a like put in water and grow thing, or if removed from
You
the
put Ace on the ground of this warehouse, and
I do not move my feet.
Ace, you hear in your ear. Oh, there's one last thing I forgot to tell you. In Elsie's little deal with those above, she agreed to sell you all out. She's betrayed everyone. Merry Christmas. And you start to grow, but like not in like a do, as in you feel your bones physically grow. And it's almost like they grow out of order as you kind of and Elsie, you can hear this all happening inside of Ace as they grow to normal size.
The owlish face just looks utterly like grimacing. I don't know if owls can grimace, but this owl is grimacing.
Oh, and weirdly, Ace is holding something. A knife made of bone or paper. It looks like Chatterbox's knife. Right, yeah, okay. Weird that. Anyway.
Where did you get the
Found it.
You've got a knife. You've found it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Maybe it works against him.
Maybe.
Like silver for a werewolf, but chatterbox for chatterbox.
Werewolves aren't made of silver. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, but like you can beat them with silver.
But no, I'm pretty sure it's a bullet. You can't just like hit them with silver.
Well, I imagine if you make a bullet out of anything, it would probably kill it.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Oh, is it too soft? It's too soft, isn't it? It just goes splat.
Yeah.
We can try it.
Oh, yeah, no, fully intending to.
Like Ash's like parents have got like a. It'll be fine. We can try it. What's the worst that could happen?
I thought you were going to say Ash's parents were werewolves now.
Elsie, roll me a
Are Ash's
brains
parents
of
werewolves?
5.
That's a 14.
You've seen that world where Ash's parents are werewolves. You've seen lots of worlds where Ash's parents are werewolves, and you've seen the ones where they kill everyone. Those are the ones that come to mind right now. But luckily, you managed to like focus your mind. You need to remember which timeline to go back to.
Yes. Ash's parents aren't werewolves. They're definitely not werewolves.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're definitely not werewolves. Yeah, anyway, let's go. Elsie's just going to offer a hand out to sort of like grab onto.
Is she still like 9 foot tall?
She's going to offer a hand down.
I'm just like, she swaps the knife into her other hand and like.
That goes back to normal. It fixes. It's like a weird thing that happens.
Which bit?
I mean, I'd like the antlers, but they go. Oh, all of it. No, that disappears. It all fixes. I mean, this fixes. Everything else doesn't fix. There's like a million versions where things go wrong, but there's like a few versions where things go right, and I'm trying to get us to a place where things go right.
But you're not going to be like really tall anymore.
No. I should get some platforms. We can work on that.
Give me a brains check of 7.
Oh no. This is where Elsie buys platforms. What's a 10?
Okay. You focus on the timeline you want to go to, which was the world where everything that happened up until you all went home still happened, but no one's dead yet.
Cool.
You
Cool.
begin to move towards the rift between this space and Hallow's Vale. Ace, you see unimaginable nightmares everywhere. You're going to need to give me a grit check of 7.
Okay. That's an 8.
Cool. You're just about okay if you close your eyes. And you
Okay.
manage to, in time before the things that were there get into your head. It was a long, desolate wasteland of red, is kind of what you can remember of the place. And you saw things of forms that you can't really describe for a few seconds before you realised that this probably was too much for your brain. And you had to close your eyes. And you arrive at the rift where 4 figures wait. So, this is it. The final move. Did you enjoy your time playing God?
Well, I mean, I kind of liked some of it. I mean, some of it was horrific. Most of it was horrific. No, I didn't.
But didn't you experience things you've never felt before? Pleasures beyond the mortal flesh.
I don't get as bored as you guys.
Oh, you
I don't go
will.
out of my way.
In time. It comes to all of us in the end.
Oh, I've got nothing but time.
We know that's not true. There is a timer, a limit you agreed to.
That may be so. Come on.
Enjoy your final play.
I'll take a long walk off a short pier.
What about yours?
I
You and
prefer that,
I
actually.
had fun once. Do you remember? Our little pier of terror.
Let's just walk.
And you enter into Hallow's Vale on Wednesday evening. No, sorry, Tuesday evening. Jesus Christ. It's Tuesday night, and you're stood on the pier. and you're pretty sure this is the right timeline.
What do you remember?
What do I remember?
You remember everything you've done.
Okay, cool.
I would
Well-
say that that's probably not proof that you're in the right timeline. Because Ace has also been out, so you've brought them with you to whatever timeline you're in.
Well, I remember just now, there was like sand and it was red, and there were those guys waiting for us. My bones all broke. Just now.
I feel like okay, just to
a
double
lot-
check, like
No. I was trapped with my family, pretending to be proud of me, but the whole time they were puppeted by Chatterbox, and then Chatterbox decided to tuck me in and give me a little bedtime story, where he proceeded to give me all the deets on apparently what you guys have been doing. That apparently you did something with some timelines, and that people died a lot, and then Asher was apparently killing everyone, and Jules just died, and then you turned up, and you were a giant owl with antlers, who can go through time.
yeah. That's
So yeah,
Pretty much it.
that's what I remember.
cool. So the plan, we're back where we started. Well, we're not back where we started, but we're back where before things went wrong. Things go very wrong tomorrow. Like, really wrong tomorrow.
What, like the arcade?
Oh, worse than the arcade.
What,
Everyone
worse?
dies. Everyone dies. And I'm not sure how to stop it completely, and she's going to go in a pocket and grab the little, like, agreement note thing. I spoke to some people, got some contacts, and we need to make a deal with the gods. Or with the Pantheon. If we make a good deal with them and we win, they go away forever. If we make a deal with them and we lose, not great.
So wait, who's the Pantheon?
Oh, so there was me, there's Chatterbox, there's the monster under the bed corner of I, there is Desire, there is Ambition, and the audience?
But it didn't.
There's
someone
like
just already-
more, but like they're the main ones.
I thought people had already made deals with them.
Oh, big bad deal. Big bad deal. Like end of everything deal. One last deal, us versus them. I suggested five-a-side football. It makes sense. You're good at football.
How much
It's
would
like your
this?
thing.
How much would this ruin your plan if that had already happened?
Well, it hasn't already happened. What happened?
So I may have had a chat with Chatterbox about
That
the whole
always ends well.
five-a-side thing.
Okay.
And they made a suggestion that maybe instead of five-a-side football, we still did five-a-side, but instead it was us versus them, and we
Tag.
have to kill them.
Oh.
Well, more specifically, I have to kill them, and Chatterbox has to kill us. So it's kind of like tag, but there's only one
That's-
person on each side who's it, and everyone else, if they get tagged, dies. So you're kind of like
Okay.
defending, but also not, and you're like trying to get them into a weak position so that I can get them and tag them.
Like netball.
I guess?
Like laser tag.
Like laser tag.
Maybe
You
it's
don't die in
best for
laser
you
tag.
two to have this conversation with the rest of your group.
Yeah.
Guion standing on the pier.
Oh, Elsie just sort of like, where did you come from?
Hey, I don't know who you are.
Hi, I'm
Oh, this is
Guion.
Guion.
Oh, I I'm not gonna kill you.
Guion's got
Thank
cool
you.
hair.
Listen, I am not the Guion that you might know. I am one of the Guions. And I know what other me would do and what I've been planning to do.
Have you been like numbering people? Because like this can get really confusing.
The numbers won't work because there's infinite amounts of us. There's
I
technically
can
an
leave
infinite
stickers on them.
There's an infinite amount of me's right now having this conversation. Not just an infinite amount of me's where oh, there's a world where I'm a dog. No, there's an infinite version of worlds which are almost identical to this. Just that I'm saying this at different minutes of the day.
Is there a world where you're a dog though?
Yes.
There is.
That's cool.
There's
What
one where you
kind of
are as
dog?
well.
No,
What kind?
no, there isn't, Elsie. You know that because they're all dead. But you can
What
still
kind
say
of-
that. Sorry,
Leaving that out.
I'm just
What kind of
Yeah,
dog
I
am
was-
I?
I think you were like a setter.
Were?
The one that I saw alive in the park, but like that wasn't now. That was like 20 minutes ago.
Setter?
Yeah, like an Irish setter.
Did I look good with red hair?
Definitely.
friends. You should go get them.
Oh, right,
Yes.
yeah, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Not even real. I'm still saying his name out loud. God.
Bikes. Shed.
You're a god.
Can I try and boop us? Can I
you
try
just
and
boop them.
Oh, can I boop them here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I assume. Roll me a brains check of 3. This is the
What are we gonna
simplest
roll?
thing you've done.
That's a 15.
Asher, Jules, Antonio, as you're ready for bed, you get into bed and suddenly you're on the pier.
Hi, friends.
Jules is gonna fall on their ass and they're gonna be like, "Ow, what the fuck?"
Look what I found. And he's just gonna thumb over it. Nice.
Holy shit, you're okay!
Okay,
Ace.
It's worth noting, none of you know Ace is missing yet.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
I was in the middle of
never mind.
making.
Skip that.
I was in the middle of making a mixtape, and it's. I know it's a very, very stable and a foolproof medium, but if you don't hit it exactly right, you could ruin the mini disc.
Asher, the meated disc is never gonna get anywhere. How many times do we have to have this conversation?
I don't understand.
Doesn't want you to
It's like
pass.
talking to a Neanderthal. I can't talk to you. You just don't.
Well-
You're.
Well, hey, man. No, it's not even really about the tech. It's just that I don't. It's just that. Asher, I don't have a lot of money. I can't afford one. It's not that we think you're dumb for getting one. It's just that most people are gonna have to use tapes.
I know. I get
No.
it.
You
I'm
can,
an
buy,
early
you can
adopter.
buy him one at your first anniversary, right? None of you surprised
What?
you just popped out of nowhere onto the middle of the pier?
Oh, we're surprised.
God,
Talking
is
about
that
what has
mixtape for me? As he realizes Guion might have is that mixtape for
Closet is
me?
made of glass.
Guian's never been a teenager, has he? All right. Yeah. What is happening? Why did this happen? Why am I here? I'm not dressed for this weather.
Oh yeah, right.
Everyone's
Elsie,
in their PJs. Looking good.
Elsie, please explain the entire plot of the universe to them for a second. This might take a while. Do you want to?
Yeah,
start?
Elsie.
Let's go inside to your little hideout.
How did you know
It's
what I was
just
gonna say?
wall-to-wall
My
iron,
character
bro.
says as he puts his finger up and follows because he
Um,
was about to say it takes a while.
and you're shuffled on inside, and this is where we'll take our break, where we will do a cut from Elsie about to explain everything that's happened and all the information that people need to know, and we'll
Wow.
come back.
Okay, so
Listen, there's a simple explanation for this. Wipe.
Eating snacks the whole time.
And
Yeah.
cut to Friday. She's almost done. But we have to get to the pitch.
This is like Antonio's like, I'm out of cigarettes. We need to hurry this up.
Elsie has like a PowerPoint projector.
It's okay, you can have some of mine, man. At this point, I think I'm going through my whole stash.
And we will be back shortly. 5-minute break because we started late. See you in a bit. Bye bye. everyone. Hello, everyone. I said that. I unmuted you lot and then said my line and then unmuted myself, which was... Anyway, hello, everyone. We're back. We've explained all that needs to be explained, so everyone is kind of up to date. Everyone's characters are back to kind of understanding the state of play. There are 3 important things to mention. 1, this universe, Max and Steve are back to being called Max and Steve. Asher, remember in the diner that ambition came to you? Here's what he said this time. There will be a game. Help us make it ours.
Are we role playing this, or is it just a? Earlier, when I was in the arcade, if you had been in there with us, would you have been a player or one of the Tetris bricks?
That's Shadowbox's domain. Nothing of my. I might have watched as an observer. You could have asked for my help at any moment. You know, if you wanted to win that fight, I could have given you the power. You wouldn't have to do another favor for me. This is the favor I'm asking for. There will be a game. Make sure it's my game. Well,
what I'm trying to figure out is your name is Ambition.
Yes.
And all you're doing is watching teenagers. Like, I think of Ambition, I think of like Alexander the Great. You know, we've been studying that, like Mesopotamia or Macedonia. Alex knows, Asher doesn't. One of those two, and he's like, Alexander wept. Alex, great name, by the way. And because there was no more worlds to conquer until he saw these teenagers. Like, what the fuck, man? If you had been with us in the arcade, you wouldn't have been the player or the brick, is my point. You would have been the motherfucker who destroys the arcade. What the fuck are you doing? Your name is Ambition.
In a game of grand ambition. If we win here, we get your whole world.
We?
Well,
why the fuck are you working with your brothers and sisters, man?
We were bored.
I'm bored all the fucking time. I'm a teenager.
And unfortunately for you, you were not granted the great gift of being an immortal entity in a realm of corruption and endless darkness.
If I did, I'd probably be like, what? Going to school every day like a good little boy like you?
Do you think you're the only person I've made a deal with in this town?
I think you're stuck here. And I think you want to rebel as much as I do.
Where was your dad's
So if I were to make a deal with you again, the thing I would ask you for is betray your brothers and sisters. Let's fuck them up. Let's do it together.
We still haven't fulfilled our first agreement. I helped you get to Jules. You have not paid me back yet. Do not think you are in a place to make deals with me, Asher. Because that favour could be as simple as snuffing you out like a candle. Did you ever ask yourself why your parents were successful?
I never gave a shit.
A deal with the devil, or someone much worse. In return, they were to make a child. A child to be a playing piece in my game.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You're mine, Asher. You always have been. Parents didn't even want you.
Dude, I know that. And this is affecting Asher, but the thing that's affecting Asher even more is like, if you really wanted me to do what you say, man, you don't tell me it's for my parents. Because now there's no fucking way.
Well then, if you won't fulfill the favor, and you've taken something from me, I'll have to take something from you. How do you feel about that?
I feel nothing.
Oh, correct. You won't. Ever again. Toodles. So, Asher, you lost your heart? Your metaphysical heart. You are unable to feel things anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the present, where Elsie has finished her demonstration of reality.
Cool.
I'd like to remind the audience at this point, if you'd like to use your channel points to make some adversity tokens for people, you're welcome to. Unfortunately, Asher doesn't have a soul anymore, so Asher doesn't get them.
Here I was trying to create a character that was unlike me in real life, but whatever.
Well, you suggested it, and I just had to go with it, really.
Ambition is very impressionable, is what I've learned.
I am impressionable as a DM. I go with the flow.
Has my character noticed a change in them since the diner?
Yeah. You know when you held their hand?
Yeah.
It's like they didn't notice.
Oh.
Oh, an adversity token. Who can I give it to? We're going to give an adversity token to Blue as a reward for being back.
Yay!
Yeah.
Participation award.
I think after the explanation, my character's like, "Oh, wow, that."
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Since Asher doesn't feel anything, did Asher like explain the conversation with Ambition with like detached like?
Oh, Asher hasn't told you about this conversation.
Oh, Asher hasn't told us about.
I was telling for Alex what had happened in this timeline.
Oh, okay. So that character hasn't said anything.
That
yet.
character
They
hasn't
haven't
said anything about
time.
that. And that
Okay.
conversation about the mini disc, the only thing that Asher can remember caring about is mini discs.
Oh. There's that.
Elsie, roll me a brains check of 7.
Hold line caller. That's a 2.
You don't know this conversation took place.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Okay, that's a lot.
Somebody in our party has bought an adversity token. They're not getting it. Don't think you can cheat that way. What are we looking at? Who needs adversity? Oh, yeah, Antonio, you can have an adversity point.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're back in the present. Elsie's explained everything. We've explained as for the spectator's eye what is different in this timeline for Asher. Refusing to take the deal has stripped them of their emotions apart from a remembrance of caring about mini discs. Guion stands in front of you all next to Elsie. So, that is the state of play.
Cool.
You lot are the only hope we've got to keep them out of this world for good. Not just this world, every world. But most importantly, this one, because everyone is still alive, mostly.
We're fucked.
Where's the morale?
We're all here together, you know?
I mean,
Apart from... Hold on a minute, give me a second. Yeah, hi, Arthur. Yeah, can you
Yeah.
make it down to the... Can you make it down to the pier, please?
yeah, we're all here together, and I think in a moment of like delusion after getting this full story from Elsie, Antonio goes to like take Asher's hand, like for the first time since the diner.
Sure do.
Cool. What's up?
You
Side-eye ace.
Paul,
What's going on, Antonio?
Jules, for once, the closet isn't glass. It's fucking gone.
Colossus is gone. No. Yeah, Jules is just kind of gonna stare at Asher like like he just grew a second head. Like, you know, they're just wondering why the fuck isn't he reacting? Why the fuck isn't taking that hand? We've had this talk. What is happening? So they're just kind of gonna stand there like, this is your chance. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not reacting?
hey, are you okay?
Am I okay?
I'm going to spend an adversity point for intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with Asher?
It's like a... You know when you watch a really bad actor try and do anything? Like in a movie where they're trying to act and they're just like, you're not convincing of even like just normal conversations?
Again, I'm trying to play someone other than Alex in real life.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like Asher is really trying hard to act something, anything, but everything they do is really unconvincing. It's like they don't care anymore about anything or
What-
like feel.
what-
'Cause,
What's
like,
going on, bro? Do you
you've
need
been-
anything?
Like
You're right.
in this
I-
conversation, you are literally holding their hand, and it's like they haven't noticed that you're doing it.
I don't jerk my hand away like aggressively. I just very carefully like just remove my hand away. And I've kind of gone from, oh, this is my boyfriend to something's wrong with Asher. Asher?
I give you the finger guns. Cool,
Did you
bro.
Did you make a deal? And I'm starting to step away from Asher like I'm afraid of him.
Yeah, I made a deal to try and save Jules, but Jules saved herself. So, yeah.
No,
That
that's
was a
not
while
what I'm
ago.
talking about. Something's wrong.
Okay.
Of course, Elsie, you remember that in your reality, Asher has been asked by Ambition to break Antonio's heart. You remember that as being a fact. So this kind of might make sense to that.
Yeah.
Guion's like, okay, gang, listen. Teen stuff is all real lovely, but there are literally infinite amounts of yous that are all in danger right now. Some of them are already dead. So, Elsie, this deal you made with the people upstairs,
Yes.
how did you plan to go about that?
Okay, so Elsie's been chugging a litre bottle of iron brew during this whole thing. So the plan that I had was, so there's like 5 of us and there's like 5 of them. So the most logical response I had was we play the Pantheon at 5-a-side football.
Cool.
Right. I see.
And like I mean we've got Ace who plays football and we've got Antonio who's really good at football.
Yeah. Sure. Well,
So
Should it be something? But what if it was something like chess or checkers? Something that they're completely confined to
wanna
like a
play
mortal
chess
constraint.
and
chess
checker?
people,
You want to play
Well,
chess and checkers with people who have,
ancient eldritch.
yeah,
no, but
like
if you confine them to the rules of just a regular person, level the playing
confine them
field.
to the rules of a regular person without putting your life on the line for something that you will 100% lose. We are
Yeah,
talking
well,
about eldritch horror gods playing chess against a teenager. Do you actually
Elsie,
think you can win chess?
Yeah, I can't win chess.
yeah, we just get like Jamie and Year 8's mum to like referee it. Have you ever tried to play 5-a-side when she's on the starting line? Every rule completely looked after. Like you get like a pack of hula hoops thrown at your head if you get like 1 foot in the wrong place.
look, I don't say what's to say that they don't just turn themselves into perfect, you know, World Cup winning athletes in their and
Like
whatever
you,
forms they picked. Like
like you,
me,
like you.
no. Like,
What are you?
are you kidding me? They're gonna come out there and they're all gonna bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How about we flip a coin?
For what?
You didn't see that movie with like Keira Knightley?
No.
Yeah?
It was a little indie film, you know. It's about 2 girls that really like.
it's not out
Football.
yet. It doesn't come out for another 5 years.
No! Oh, I thought it was already out. I thought it came out in like
Prophecy.
'98.
It's
When
No,
did
it's
it
like
come out?
2000s.
That's early 2000s nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Nonsense.
brain! It all blurs together. I was working at Blockbuster. I don't say that. I do say bend it like Beckham though, because that was a slang. That was the reason why that movie was called that. People were still saying that at the time. Anyway,
Isn't he?
Antonio's point is he just spends like an obnoxious like 5 minutes of like teenager time just kind of pontificating on, you know, he makes some references to some wild movie called Space Jam, you know, where just like all of the demon, all of the Pantheon, his worry is the Pantheon is just going to cheat, you know, they're just going to make, even if they're all teenagers, like if that gets brought up,
I
he'll
saw that
add
one.
another,
Cleon
he'll be
says.
like, even if they're all teenagers, they'll all be teenagers that like play as well, if not better than me and Ace. Like,
It's
Cheat.
no matter how good we are, they're always going to be the next team in 4 towns over that are better than you. And they're just going to make themselves into them. If anything, if they're really smart, they'll make themselves into the best of every single team that Ace and I have ever played against.
It sounds like no matter what we do, our odds are low. So why don't we flip a coin to even the odds? Heads, they win. Tails, we win. You know.
I'm just saying,
That
if
is
we make it a board game or a game of strategy, it's just like we're dealing with super geniuses if we do like a simple board game, right?
Right. Flip a coin.
And then we're potentially dealing with super jocks if we decide to do a simple sport.
Settlers a guitar.
Like, and then
Jenga.
if we do
Jenga.
I
Down
feel
to
like
chance.
Uh,
A one-shot campaign of Dungeons and Dragons.
Y'all have lost your minds. We are just fucking dead at this point.
How do you
It's down to
no,
strategy
no,
win?
because
and
like,
luck.
okay, look, there are
How
some
do you win
guys.
at Dungeons and Dragons?
You don't
As the
die.
paragon of time, you can play games that haven't come out yet. So you could do Kids on Bikes.
Oh, we could do Kids on Bikes. It's this really great game.
What's Kids on Bikes?
It's this game, right? So like in like a few...
I can't hear. I was
That
putting my
sounds-
brother to sleep.
That sounds like some zine nonsense, is what that sounds like. That sounds like back of Dragon magazine. Here's my little homebrew thing that I made.
Do we get to voice our opinion in this?
You were
No.
thrown a fish.
The Pantheon appear in front of all of you.
Oh. I walk up and punch Ambition.
Roll me a fight check. Antonio, roll me a
I have a
fight of
D12,
15. I feel mean right now.
15!
Yeah.
15?
It's
Can I
doable.
roll a grit check to see if I feel something having seen that?
That's okay. It's 9. I'm happy to fail. It's an eldritch
Yeah.
horror, but Antonio
Antonio,
knows.
you walk up and Ambition just puts a hand up and you freeze. And then like you're levitated in midair and
No,
put back
big
into a seat.
man.
Oh no, don't hurt him.
Big man. Bullying the teenager, showing your cosmic power. Can't even take a punch when you deserve it. No wonder your sister
Compensating.
hates you. And like,
Oh no, Ambition, please leave him alone.
and he's like
so
really
worried
upset
about him.
because he thinks Ambition did something because like he doesn't know what. Like, but Elsie's story, it's just he did something. What did he do? I don't know what he did. Like,
We know about your deal with those upstairs. Those
Yes.
above.
Mm-hmm.
We
you're
have a
mad
game
that
we'd
she
like to
talked to your
offer.
parents?
5 versus 5. 2 killers.
Side football.
One on each side. Who have to kill the other team first. An ode to the,
Fabulous.
to the slasher fiction of your time.
Okay.
We will level the playing field. The killers will be on equal level, and the survivors and victims will be on equal level. If you die in the game, if your team wins, you come back.
During this, Asher takes out his Game Boy and just starts playing Tetris.
Antonio, behind you, Desire whispers in your ear. Is something broken about your little boy toy? Well, if you agree to play this game, I'll fix him. All you've got to do is vote for our version of the game, and you get your Asher back immediately. Doesn't that sound good? Go on. I'm basically giving it you for free.
And then I think Antonio, for like the first time, this in all of these different, in the narrative, we'll say, because it's not the same Antonio, but for the first time in the narrative, you see Antonio let down a single tear, and he does something that he's never done before, and he's nice to Desire. And just a very sweet voice says, "Thank you. Yes, I'll take your deal. I'm sorry I was so mean to you earlier.
Amazing.
I really am. I'm really sorry." And like just sort of like big fat rolling tears start coming down his face, like in front of his friends. It doesn't matter. And he just, for the first time, Desire stops looking like a bad guy and just seems
He
like...
takes a more masculine form and kisses you on the lip to seal the deal.
Okay.
No one else hears this conversation, but they do see Desire drift away from Antonio. Democracy, don't you think? Maybe? 2 options, and we'll let you all vote. Because we all agree on our side which one we want. 5-a-side, Slasherville. How's that sound? You've been making lots of decisions, Elsie, without asking everyone else. This time, they get to choose the rules.
Okay.
So,
Antonio stands up, wipes the tears in his eyes, looks at Elsie, and just says, Elsie, Desire just straight up bought my vote. I want to do Slasherville. I have a vendetta against Ambition, but I did it because I want to fix Asher. Something's wrong with Asher. I don't know what Ambition did to them. I wanted to fix them. I'm really sorry, but I'm voting with the Pantheon against my better judgment. I'm making a huge mistake. That's my vote. I love you, Elsie, but I love Asher more.
anyone else for Slasherville? Hands up!
Okay, I flip a coin.
That is 3
Shit.
versus 2.
Shit.
I mean, I already
Jules.
told you that.
I think Jules at this point is probably grasping at the little bunny plushie that they're carrying around because they are scared.
Well then, the game is made. Friday, the big game. Feels thematic, doesn't it?
Wait, I've already got a game on Friday.
That's what I'm saying.
This will be played instead.
Oh.
We'll give you a favour, and if you win this game, you'll win the game on Friday.
Oh!
We'll have a captive audience.
Cool.
Asher, you feeling come back to you.
Oh! I look at Antonio. What the fuck is wrong with you? I slap you.
Uh,
You motherfucker!
Are we good? What's happening?
What's happening? I want to go home.
Teen drama. Such a complicated topic. Well,
I had to fix you.
No! If you
Yes!
give a shit about me, then you give a shit what I care about. What do I care about?
Oh, I thought you cared about
Why did I
me.
make the deal with Ambition? To try and save Jules. Why did I go to the fucking arcade and die? Because I thought you were in danger. Why did I fucking die? Because I thought I could save Ace and Elsie. What the fuck do I care about? Antonio, tell me fucking now.
Care about us and our friends getting through this.
And you just threw that all fucking away. I'm the weakest link. Everybody knows that. And if you're gonna throw your life away, you're gonna throw everyone else's life away for me? Then you're the weakest link.
You didn't even make a deal with them to break the heart in this timeline, did you?
Shut the fuck up.
Merry Christmas. Oh, this is so delicious. Now, before we leave, we do have one last thing to say. 2 days of peace between our two worlds. Or is that one world? They disappear.
Okay, for the record, no one's a weak link. Okay? There's no links, there's no chain. Like, we are a group. We are an entity together. There are no weak links. That is not a good headspace to be in for this, okay?
Cool.
Hey gang. So, real tense right now. Might want to look outside?
Oh no.
Jules is
I
gonna
go and
look outside.
I go and I look outside.
The sky has turned red.
Amazing! Great! Like this book couldn't get any better. Yay! I am. Fuck this.
2 days of peace. But the worlds are one. Hallow's Veil is now lying inside the beyond.
Oh no.
The
Hey,
skies are red, and the ground is covered with slowly eroding, it's almost like a plant that grows over things and makes them all decrepit, but the people don't seem to notice.
Antonio just goes into his jacket, pulls out a clove cigarette from the hidden pocket underneath, and lights it up with a Zippo. Just not caring that they're indoors or out a window or that adults were seeing. There's a red sky. Who cares? Just starts smoking the cigarette, puts it away, and just has it out, offering it to Asher. Not saying anything, just.
I'm good.
Puts it away. Actually, he says, anybody else?
Yes, please! Guion takes it. Jesus Christ! Pats you on the back. Listen, buddy.
Yeah.
Been there.
Hey, Asher. You get one pass. Because I love you. If you ever put your hand on me again, I will break it.
Cool.
Hey Guion, if you need stronger shit.
Yeah, please.
I
Here's your
fucked up.
cigarette back, Antonio.
I hope you
Yeah, no,
forgive me
Jules
one
at this
day.
point is pulling
I
for
hope we
both
live long enough
her
for
and
that to happen.
Guion.
Listen, you don't want my opinion. But Asher, you ain't your best when you feel things about other people. Maybe it's useful you got that back. Stop being a dick about it. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Jules,
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go and find my husband.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, no, go find them. Spend time with them. We've got
I've
2
been
days
stuck
of
on
peace.
that boat for 20 years.
Go.
The vampire boat?
There was no... Well, the crashed boat. Yeah, I built a bunker there they couldn't get to. And me and Elsie built time travel devices in another timeline.
That's cool.
I'm the reason that you all got this. Well, Elsie's mostly the reason, but like I helped get you to this point. I mean, you also caused it all by becoming a god and destroying the multiverse and then restarting it because another version of you built a box that I detonated, and then, but not this me, a different me, a me that's stuck in another timeline. Because
Wait, hang on, turn around a second. Elsie's been putting like little dinosaur stickers on the back of each Guion.
you've not met this Guion yet, apart from today.
Oh, we've not met this. There's no sticker. Hold
no
on.
sticker.
Elsie's gonna go into their pockets. Is gonna take a second look at this Guion, get a vibe for the Guion, and is gonna pick a Parasaurolophus and just straight between the shoulder blades.
Right, lovely, thank you.
They can trumpet. They've got like a thing that means they can go like ha.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think you've got a trumpet.
You've got 2 days to prepare for what's about to happen.
Mm.
You might want to go and find your families and stuff. Or, you know, deal with all this teenage emotion shit. And I'll be planning a backup plan if it all goes tits up.
It's fine.
That's
It's
good.
fine.
No, backup plans are good.
Backup plans are good.
Great. Guion leaves. Elsie, fun fact.
Yeah.
There are no backup
no.
plans.
Is Elsie aware of this?
Oh, Elsie's aware of the fact there are no backup plans. This is
Oh,
it.
cool. Elsie's reached. That was the last sticker in Elsie's dinosaur book.
Yeah,
That's how Elsie knows.
yeah.
The Parasaurolophus was the last straw.
Ooh.
So, gang.
Go ahead.
It's the end of the world as we know it. And it's all gonna go fine. It's all gonna go fine.
So we wait till
We
Friday and then we just start stabbing. So
Well, so here's the thing. Technically, I'm meant to do all the stabbing.
oh, great. That's helpful.
So Chatterbox is doing all the stabbing from their group,
Okay.
and then I'm meant to be doing all the stabbing from our group. So the game plan needs to work out how we're gonna keep you guys safe.
Oh, this is like American football.
Yeah,
I can
kinda.
keep us sort of safe.
Because it's like, you know, you've got to block, but also not die. And like we've got to try and get to them without them getting to us.
Question: if I look in a window or something reflective, do I see the shadow in the corner of your eye?
They're currently not there.
Not there.
No. I will say, you know the playing field will be a miniature version of the town. So, you all know Hallow's Vale better than them. You think. I mean, they may have helped build the town, so maybe you're fucked.
Hey.
In those 2 days of peace, what do people do?
Antonio's going to do 2 important things. 1, spend time with his parents. 2, try and make up with Asher. That's it.
Cool. I'll put that on my list of things that we can do. Does anyone else have a strong desire of something they want to do during those 2 days?
I'm going to be nice to my parents.
Cool.
Try and build something.
Okay.
I want to try and bring it full circle and mess around with one of the cars in Elsie's dad's garage. Don't fully know what yet. Some sort of locking mechanism and some sort of maybe thing that will just leave it in gear and go-go mode.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
mean,
make like a...
Elsie, you kind of have a lot of knowledge about things. So that's pretty easy. You could also probably finally fix up the pier.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be a
Okay.
bad place to play the game. Hall of
Yeah,
Mirrors.
actually.
Haunted House.
Can I redo the ghost train?
I think in 2 days you can get a lot of things operational.
Cool.
And
Ghost
also,
train.
you can slow time so that you can get it all done.
So, what I want to do.
Can I learn karate while you slow time?
Yes. Can I set up the ghost train, but set specifically the circular track on a loop?
Yep.
Just the seats, so they just consistently jupe. Cool. That's my plan.
I'll give you that one for free. If we go to the theme park for a fight, and you want to do trap shit, I can make you roll for it. Jules, Ace, anything?
I think Jules is gonna spend a lot of time with their parents. Maybe pull their mom aside at some point to give like a small pep talk of like here's some ways we can get money, not necessarily specifying that if anything happens to them, but it's sort of implied, which might have worried their mother a lot or something. Empty the full stash, everything that they had on them, right? Get the money from that, give it back. And then probably confess to Max and just be on their merry way in those 2 days. They're just trying to get like everything done. I'm like, I'll just die anyways, you know what? Fuck it.
So you try and get with Max? Yeah, that goes pretty well. Yeah. At one point, Max is like, doing it in a graveyard, is that for you or not?
If it's not really my resting place, I don't really care, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah, BT Dubs. I gotta show you something.
show me something. What do you mean?
Takes you to the graveyard and shows you that place they always sit on. So this is my favourite grave. Jules, your name's on it.
Huh. I am. Huh. You know, here's the thing. I don't think I'm dead at the moment. So that is slightly concerning. But also
that's
at
a
the
shame.
same time, what are you?
I don't know if I want to be with you anymore, really.
Aren't you a funny one? And you also another thing, why are you sitting on my grave specifically?
It's a nice grave.
I mean, yeah, it's nicely kept, but at the same time, why the fuck is my name on there? What the fuck?
What can I say? I like being on top.
Yeah, Jules is gonna kind of entertain the idea at that point.
Also, Ash's grave is like over there.
We're doing it further. We're not doing it while he's watching. What the fuck?
I mean, I wasn't planning. Sure, and then we fade to black. Anything that Ace would like to do?
Ace is going to look up some tactics on best plays for like making sure that people don't get got and that we're able to funnel them in situations, or like she starts doing research on like the body's limits, because she's like, hold on a minute, these entities are going to be playing in like human bodies and they might not understand the restrictions that they're suddenly under. So what are the physical limits of a body and what kind of situations could I potentially play with that would mess them up?
A brains of 5 for me.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, that's a 1.
Okay, so you start doing that research, but it's really boring. But you did
Valid.
remember, like, Chatterbox saying it's like a slasher movie. So you start watching a bunch of slasher movies instead, and you get some really useful information. Make sure everyone's still a virgin. That's probably a good one.
Okay.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. Yeah, you kind of look at the conventions of a horror movie and slasher movies in particular, and like how you pick them off one by one. There's a final girl usually. Some of the deaths are like comedic to do with what the people have said earlier in the movie, or they're just like weirdly gruesome. Yeah. But you kind of look at similar towns and like schools, abandoned theme parks, forests, lakes. Churches are usually safe for a little bit, maybe. Don't go to the police, they're useless. Yeah, you pick up lots of little hints and tips about horror movies, which is the same as normal research. But like,
Absolutely.
you also learn like quick ways to kill people, throat, you know, and you know they're leveling the playing field. You don't know what that means yet, so you're not sure if you get superpowers or not.
Oh.
But
She's making notes. It just says superpowers? Question mark,
Yeah.
question mark, question mark.
and I guess ask
I
yourself,
love that
if
idea.
I was an 80s slasher villain, what would I like to be? And we'll come back to that question later.
Amazing.
Before we go to Antonio and Asher,
Mhm.
on Thursday, at some point during the day, each of you are visited by a member of the Pantheon, apart from Elsie. We'll start with Ace. How's it going there, sport?
I think my eyes are square.
Too much TV is bad for you, they say. Did you watch
Apparently.
that Nightmare movie? The
Yeah.
one with, it's a good one. I've been sat here with you the whole time. This has been very entertaining.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
That's creepy.
Yes. It is, isn't it?
Why?
Well, because you're my one.
You're one what?
You didn't just make a deal with me. I made a deal with your parents.
What?
I'm the reason you exist.
What?
Yes, yes.
How? What?
They were tired
Explain.
of boys. They wanted something different.
Uh-huh.
So we made a deal. I would give them a daughter.
Did you fuck my mum?
Do you want to know the answer to that?
God, no! Shut
Great.
up! Ew! What?
Anyway, I thought I'd tell you about your traitorous friend for a little bit.
Wait, Elsie?
Yes, she sold you all out.
Yeah, you said that. What do you... What? Why... In what way?
She's decided when you all die.
How... What, because she's like a time entity?
The deal she made, the deal they made with the people upstairs, put a timer on all your lives.
Do we already have a timer anyway? Because, like...
Oh, we're going to kill you. Yes, that's... Well,
No, I meant mortal.
yes, but it's quite short.
How short?
Do you really want to know?
Well... I mean, yeah.
20 25.
That's forever away.
Just remember, if you win, because our deal stands, I can gift you whatever you like.
Okay, but why 25?
Oh, God, it's not our fault. Step upstairs.
What's happening in 25? Why is that so special? Like, why that date?
Oh, they end the world.
Oh. Oh, so Elsie didn't betray
Because
us.
Elsie let them.
Wait. So Elsie's more powerful than...
Control of time!
I'm so confused.
If Elsie wanted to stop them, Elsie could have found a way.
Did she know that?
No. That's why they got her to make the deal.
Oh.
They're just as crafty as we are.
Oh, well, it's done now, isn't it?
The difference is, I care about you. I want to see you succeed, Ace.
Really?
Yes.
We're literally pitted against each other in a fight to the death on Friday.
Yes. What father wouldn't want their daughter to succeed them?
Ew. No, don't. Okay, there are many gross things in my head right now. Am I gonna look like you?
You can look however you want.
No, I don't want that. I'm just wanting to know if that's a thing on the table.
When we play the game, yes. You shall receive a portion of power. That power can take the form you desire.
Oh.
Self-determination. It's a big thing in the Beyond.
So we do get superpowers. That's
You
cool as
do.
hell. I do.
Can keep them if you want, if you win.
What about the others?
We level the playing field.
So do they all get it?
No, but the rest of my friends lose them.
So we're like fighting and we're superpowered, but everyone else is just a guy.
I am Freddy Krueger. You are Jason.
Okay.
They are meaningless teenagers.
Huh.
It's gonna be fun.
Is Les gonna end up just like making out with someone in a corner? You know,
I
like
mean-
the first girl who inevitably like trips over or something and then dies.
I mean, is there someone you're interested in?
No. I'm just saying, if Lust is going to be turning into just a random teenager,
Well,
then I
we'll
assume...
remember who they are, you know. They've got to...
Oh.
Let's not make it completely unfair. Well, actually, no. I like your thinking, though. I'll add it to my list.
Hold on a minute. So, how many parents in Hallow's Vale have made deals? I thought the whole thing was that it was just us.
5 sets of parents made
you guys-
deals.
Literally create us for this game.
Yes.
That's sick.
Well, not everyone did it in the same way. Some of us had fun. Others just
Ew.
used their powers.
Stop.
I didn't say which one I did. I could have just dropped you off in the crib with a pelican.
A pelican?
Yes.
It's meant to be a stork.
No, because the ones in the games that... Listen, I do things a little bit differently. Like you and your fucking vampire seagulls, it's me and storks.
Okay. Okay.
You are very much after my own design. Why do you think I look after you?
Look after me?
Yes, I do.
You put my family in a toy box.
Didn't
Put them
kill
on
them, did I?
strings. You
I gave
threatened
you what
to.
you wanted, a proud parent, and I've been proud of you this whole time. Listen, I see this conversation isn't going the way I hoped, and you seem upset, and I'm going to give you some space, if you want it. See you tomorrow. Remember, we don't lie. Poofs out of thin air, but there's literally like a cloud and big letters that say poof.
She's just going to mutter under her breath when she's picking out another movie to watch. I really hope my laugh doesn't sound like that.
Jules, as you get ready for bed on Thursday, your imaginary friend from all those years ago is sat on your bed. We're going to have to say goodbye soon.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It's been nice having a friend.
True. You were my first friend, then my best friend.
You're my best friend too.
I mean, it would be nice if you could at least help me a little bit.
Well, yeah, okay. You get to have powers tomorrow.
I get to keep the zap zap.
Yeah.
Okay, but what does that mean for you?
I get to have some too.
What sort of powers?
What do you think would be cool?
I don't know.
I was thinking telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Or fire.
What about water? Water is pretty cool.
Roll me a charm check.
Fuck! I'm trying.
Yeah, roll me a charm of 5.
Charm of 5, okay. That's a 20.
Water it is.
Yeah, we get to have cool powers together like when we played when I was a kid.
But if you win, I do have to take them back.
That's okay.
But you won't be safe anymore.
Well,
Safe from what's coming.
I won't be safe for a while.
Because Elsie's sold you out. She's not your friend.
Sold me out.
She signed your death warrant.
For when?
2025.
That's plenty of time to live.
When the world ends.
If I'm not there when the world ends, but that means at least we can meet in the afterlife.
There isn't one.
Then I guess we'll have to make one.
We consume your souls when you go to the beyond.
Then at least I'll be a part of my best friend, right? Works.
I promise I'll make it to your soul first.
And I'm sure you're gonna keep that promise, and Jules is gonna like put out their pinky.
Yep. I'll make a pinky promise.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. The only one that's wholesome with the Pantheon. What the fuck? Not like I just tricked my fucking best friend into using water because of electricity. That's cool.
Asher, Antonio tries to get in contact with you. Do you let him?
Yeah.
Where do you meet?
Probably at school.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but give me a chance to get my bike back. I guess we're like at benches like behind the school. And Antonio's there, oversized black hoodie, just kind of like shrinking in it. And just says, I'm I don't I don't know how much time we have left. You know, you have a right to be mad, but I don't know if we have time to be mad.
I'm not mad anymore.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I said what I said, but I meant it. We're in a fight for our lives here, and they play games with us. They've played games with us. They're gonna make us make choices where it's gonna sicken us. And they're probably going to ask you or put you in a position where you can only save one of us or some bullshit like that. And if you save me in order to, instead of Ace or Jules or Elsie, like, we've lost. I need you to know that. I need you to.
You're important to me. I don't know why you won't just let me be in your corner. No one is looking. Who's looking out for you? You're looking out for everybody else.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to let people do that, and it's not helping. If we survive this week, then we can figure it out. But right now,
Hey.
What?
All right. We go forward. From now on, whatever. Everybody or nobody. Everybody comes home, right? No more making bad decisions just to make sure you're okay. We want everybody to come home,
Thank you.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I take his hand. We're all gonna go home. Hey, I know this is really fast, but I don't know how Friday's gonna go. Will you come over tonight and meet my family? And have dinner with us? Just one last night.
I'll come over Saturday night.
Okay.
Antonio, I'll come over Saturday night.
Okay. All right. You're gonna meet my family on Saturday night. And he says it's a date.
What fucking horrible timeline have I made? Oh my god! Elsie, why did you jump timeline? The other place was better than this! You fucked it! How did you do this to them?
I usually do.
Oh my god. It's not my fault. I'm just playing the game. Okay. Right. So, fucking hell. Antonio, you are visited by desire in your dreams. He's laying next to you in bed.
Okay. I turn
Hey.
over. I turn over, and very boldly, uh, put my arm around his waist and
That's
talk
right.
to him like pillow talk.
That's right. You see, you deserve so much better than him.
I know, but I love him.
I don't know if he feels the same.
That's okay.
You gotta move on. When someone does that to someone,
Maybe when I'm an adult, it'll be okay. Maybe I'll find somebody like you.
I can help you.
I don't need any help.
Damn
Probably
right you
gonna
don't.
probably gonna die on Friday anyway.
I don't think that's true.
I'm just happy you're letting me in. He takes a deep breath, letting me soak you in. You know how amazing you are?
Yes.
And you use it to hurt people, and I don't understand. You could just make us happy.
There was a time where that was what I was about. Desire for one another that those above didn't want. That's who I was. A rebellious force against the defined right and wrong. A love they denied. They denied. They didn't want in their world. I was that force. And I would bring people together across anything. But then, the darkness of your kind came. And changed us.
I'm really sorry that happened. But everybody has darkness in them.
And your darkness ruined us. Our world. It festered and grew. And now we charge it back into yours. Because even when the rift closes, we'll still be here. Manipulating your world slowly. Waiting for another opportunity to break through. Not that there's many left. Because it all ends. It all ends. Because Elsie let them.
Well, I'm sure.
2025.
This is gonna. 2025. God, it's like a million years from now. God. Why are you worried about that? You've existed for infinity. Aren't you bored? Aren't you ready for an end? Don't you want to rest? And it's at that time, like, he puts his face on Desire's face, like a look of really naive concern. Like Antonio really should know better. It's an eldritch being; it probably doesn't understand. But Antonio is emotionally exhausted after that talk with Asher.
It doesn't end for us. We keep going in the after.
Yeah, but you're gonna be trapped.
I'm gonna miss you. Do you know that your mum and dad came together because of me?
Oh. Well, that makes sense. Most Puerto Ricans don't like Spaniards.
Yeah,
Made things really hard. Made things really hard for them. But
but I made it work. I made you. I want you to stay around.
then you shouldn't have brought me into the game.
What if
You
I
should
could
have,
keep
I don't
you
know.
alive?
I don't want that. It's driven Elsie batty.
If you lose tomorrow, I will keep you safe.
I'm not gonna
Safe
lose
from
tomorrow.
her.
I'm not going to lose tomorrow. You know I can't. I have a date.
No,
Asher's gonna meet my
you
parents
don't.
on Saturday.
Don't do that to yourself. Promise me
We
that
have
at
a
least.
date. We have a date on Saturday. Look, hey,
At least the world ends in 2025, huh? And she fades
Right.
away. Asher, as you ready for bed, Ambition walks in.
Oh, hey, man.
Real fine mess you've made here.
Yeah, sorry. Desire undid what you did. I would have rather he didn't as well. And
We
I
both
hand him a
know-
mixtape. It says Ambition Tunes.
Mini disc.
Yeah.
How would you like it to succeed?
I can't think that far ahead, man.
But I can do it for you. Asher,
You think
And,
that's what I want?
Mini Disc Empire.
So, he's heard Asher bullshit before, and I think that right now, if he could look into Asher's heart, Asher's trying to feel empathy for Ambition. Asher's not going to live for another 20 years. He's not going to read Brene Brown, but I think that he psychologically can tell the difference between pity and empathy a little bit, and he's like, I don't want to pity this guy. I just want to try and feel bad for him in a way that's not pity. How do you feel about that? Like having to share the world with your siblings and have Chatterbox lead you. Like, that's not what you said you wanted.
Here's the thing about Chatterbox. He's a young god. Young, born purely from your hearts. I was there at the start. I am what gave you the flame, the wheel, the bomb, the bullet, the rocket.
Noticing a pattern.
I have been guiding your people for so long. Do you think I'm going to let all that work go to waste? No. No. Chatterbox thinks he's in control. But Ambition is slow and patient. I have plans far outside the scope of this place. You can be part of them too if you want.
You know what I want.
Enlighten me.
I want my friends to be okay. I want my world to be okay. And I don't
So
think that
why
you
did
can
you
promise
treat them
that.
so badly?
I died for them.
So?
I gave myself to you for them. I have a lot of regrets. I have a lot of like angst every time I like stop and be alone with my thoughts. I think of everything that I did wrong. But I did a few things right, and you can't shame me for that.
How about we do something for you for once?
How about you go fuck yourself?
Very disappointing.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is that really disappointing?
Yes. I had plans for you in 2025.
Ambition, who forbids you?
Forbids me from what?
From taking the form of your siblings. You said you're forbidden from doing that. Who forbids you?
Messing with their plans, yeah. Well, those upstairs still have some guiding principles.
I have people upstairs that tell me what to do. Do you know what I do?
You try to resist. Do you know how long that lasts?
Till I'm 18.
Oh. And what then? What happens after you turn 18?
I don't know, man. Then I try to tell some other kid what to do and they'll resist against me.
Yeah. Your life is meaningless. Another worthless one. It could be more. You just need ambition.
I hope you find what you're looking for. But I don't think that you're going to find it by just trying to make others do what you want them to do.
I have my goal. Last chance. You don't want to be part of ripping the heavens apart?
Maybe I just don't have confidence in you.
Boring. And they're gone.
Later, dude.
Well then. Is this what you wanted all along, Elsie? It's been very entertaining to watch. Yes. I've been watching the whole time. All of time.
This isn't. I wanted to fix things.
Don't you understand? There is no fixing.
Everything's fixable. If there's one thing that I've been taught is that everything broken can be fixed. You can't return it to its natural state sometimes,
Entropy.
but you can fix it.
All things break. It's the natural order of things.
And it's love and attention that brings them back.
You can't love and attention reality.
You can certainly try.
And it's very
That's-
fun to watch you go.
Well, I hope you're entertained because we are going to go to the end.
You think this ends
Have you ever
for
tried to fix things? Have you ever in your life thought to fix something?
There's one thing I fixed.
Enlighten me.
You haven't seen it yet, have you? Where you all come from. We didn't consider it a possibility. We made you. I made you. My one action in this grand war.
And you made something that broke everything.
Yes, I made the most entertaining piece of the board. You're doing great for the ratings.
You're just like them.
Oh. I see all their desires, all their ambitions. I hear every rumor. I see every shadow. I see all. I see all of time. I see your place in it.
And I see yours.
You and I, Elsie. Forever. Because you think this ends for you, don't you? Do you think on Friday you go back to being immortal?
Maybe not then, but it ends in 2025.
Not for you. It keeps going.
Life can't exist within a vacuum.
Do you want to see it?
Are you going to show me anyway?
Of course. Hellfire burns
Nice.
as the world is consumed in flames across all reality, all time, till there's only one plane left. The beyond opens up and merges with the plane of mortals. The things from beyond live among those that are left, those who survive. And those above watch. Uncaringly.
Have you ever played Tetris?
I've seen it played.
You've seen it. What have you lived?
Nothing.
Wouldn't you like to?
No. I've seen it all. Would rather
Don't you
not.
want to try it though? Have you ever stood on a pier at sunset? You can hear the waves, and you're fairly certain sometimes, if you've grown up with storytellers, that there's something out there. You can stand in the middle of a town and you can hear conversations, and you don't hear every single one because you don't understand every single one, but every single person has a life. There is a tale to be told and something to be spun in every single person, and you watch from above in 2D. You've not lived. You've just existed.
And
So how can
yet,
you comment?
So will you.
I don't want that.
Tough shit.
Can I offer you a deal?
No.
Can I give you a gift?
It is Friday morning.
Oh!
So good. Oh, good. Such a good member of the Pantheon. Can I offer you a deal? Oh, wait, a gift? Like you're just
The one
like
time in this
Chatterbox.
game where those for the Pantheon have refused a deal.
I've lived to see
They
the
were
day,
trying
I
their
guess.
best.
That was a good one. You can always get the Pantheon's attention. Did you say
Deal?
deal? Would you like
Like
to
a
make a
dog that,
contract?
like the
Madoka
dog that
Magica.
heard the little treats like in the bag, and they're like, who? Me? Food?
Elsie was like
deal.
dead ass gonna try and get them to join her in the fight as a person.
I should have
Yeah.
asked that of the. No! I could have asked that of the show!
So
Fuck!
it's the big game. It's Friday. You show up to school. Everyone's ready, excited. The coach for Badgergate on Sea arrives. Everything seems normal until the coach doors open. And walking out are the high school forms of ambition, desire, the creature that lives in the shadow of your mind, the audience, and Chatterbox. Chatterbox, all white, backwards cap, like trackies. Ambition, smartly dressed, basically looks like is already in a suit, but it's, you know, the high school uniform of Badgergate. Desire is wearing like stereotypical like cheerleader attire, but like movie cheerleader attire, so slightly too sexy. The audience is dressed in a hoodie and trousers, and you don't really get a good look at their face, but you do see like the glint of glasses. But like, and no matter how hard you look, it's always like slightly obscured. The monster that lives in the shadow of your mind looks like a very short child. It's a short teenager, like one of those teenagers who is really annoyed at how short they are. Dressed in like football attire, ready for the match. Is that everyone? Yeah. Yeah, because we've all chatted. Am I missing someone? They're my boys. Where? That's all of them. Ambition, desire, chatterbox, the witness, and the monster. Yeah, that's all of them. They're there. Great, awesome. And yeah, they go into the locker room of the opposing team. You lot end up in the locker room for your team.
This is where we have our little nod to the faculty, where like Molly Ringwald starts off as the weirdo, or not Molly Ringwald, Ciela Duvall's character starts off as the weirdo, but by the end of the movie, she's dressed in like all pink and dating the football player. And this is sort of like Antonio's jock moment, you know, like second jock moment of the season, where Antonio's in like getting in the uniform and shirt and is this incredibly too ripped, like.
Guion
But
enters.
is
Sorry, go ahead.
nervous. But is just generally nervous and completely, utterly like oblivious to the.
Guion enters in a coach uniform and a whistle and blows the whistle. All right, team! It's time for your prep talk.
I'll pretend you actually played football, mate. You look like a noodle.
I had a whole speech planned.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was rude of me. You can go ahead with the speech. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm
I'm
just doing the
stressed.
highlights. You've all come from different places, but you've got together to fight off impossible odds. And now, here you are, standing at the precipice of the unknown. Today, you are cancelling the apocalypse. Go out there and show them 1-4.
Hey.
It's a really good line. I should put that in a movie one day. Cancelling the apocalypse.
Canceling the apocalypse.
Very Pacific.
Yeah.
A very Pacific movie
Yeah.
that would go in.
Anyway, good luck. Do know that the entire fate of the multiverse is in your hands.
Okay.
Point it out, mate. Like,
Yeah, no
if you
pressure.
want us to do our best, why the fuck would you point out the exact point that's gonna make us fuck up if we are
Well,
stressed?
you know, if we win, then
dinner on Saturday, and then I
dinner on
just start
Saturday.
marching very assertively
I get to
towards
live
the
until
game
like
field.
2028. And
I think like 2025.
whoa, my age expectancy isn't that low.
You'd be surprised.
I kind of heard that from them, so like,
What?
Yeah. Apparently
Yeah,
the
they
world's gonna
can.
end.
Yeah, in 2025.
It's hellfire.
Wait, did you not know that, Gwion?
No!
Like,
No, why do you think I've been doing all this? If the whole world ends in 2025, what's the bloody point?
well, wait a minute. Okay, so I got like he stopped going towards the gaming field at this point. Like you could hear the squeak of his like brand new athletic shoes that his parents bought for him because he made captain of the team. He like comes back and he's like, "Wait a minute. Did everyone get a visitation last night?"
Oh, obviously.
Okay, so they all were like, "Oh, the world's gonna end. Oh, Elsie like betrayed you. Oh, the gods above are gonna make the timeline like stay, and you're only gonna live to 2025." Like that's some sort of like unreasonable number. Like that's like forever from now, and I'm gonna be old. So like, who
That's what I
cares?
said. Yeah.
Like global warming. Like, have you heard those people on PBS talking about how there's like a hole in the ozone layer and how we're all like, if we don't stop now, no one's gonna stop pollution. I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's
I
weird.
mean-
Ambition didn't
World's
say
gonna
anything
end.
about Ambition didn't say anything about 2025, but he thinks he's gonna take over the world and save it. I think so. Maybe he thinks maybe that's what's the
I mean, not
difference.
gonna
is.
lie, I'm probably gonna die sooner, mate. I still ship for a job. Like, let's be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's
So
make it through this week and then worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, Blue, did you get like, oh, and like apparently like Desire like was like, oh, like convinced my parents to have a kid and get together, which is weird.
Oh yeah, Ambition said that he made a deal with my parents too. Yeah, weird.
So messed up.
Jules is gonna stay silent because nobody knows about the
No matter
deal
what,
they
we
made.
lose.
What?
Gwion,
Wait, Guion, did you not know that the Pantheon set us all up to be born to be like pieces in their game?
No.
Like Desire tried to like convince me like, oh, there's an after that, but they're all gonna be trapped in the beyond. So like, what? I'm not interested in serving them. They're not. Whatever they are, like humanity's like darkest desires has messed them up. Apparently, Desire used to just be like, oh, I want to make people happy, but then like people's messed up desires and kinks and traumas all got infested in the outer realm, and now she's just like bored and doesn't give a fuck.
Hmm.
It's really sad.
Ambition was bragging about giving us the wheel
Yeah.
and bullets and stuff.
Well, I mean, he
You know.
gave us
Yeah.
time travel as well.
It felt very sad.
Yeah, but didn't you just like wrestle that? Oh, did you like wrestle that from Ambition's hand?
No, in the first timeline, Elsie made a deal with Ambition after you all died.
Oh.
Because Elsie killed you all.
Oh.
Ooh. Wait.
Oh gosh, Elsie.
Like physically or
Accidentally, I was
Didn't she
trying
say
to
something
fix it.
about that in the debriefing
Elsie,
about the
you
whole
have.
time loop?
Sorry.
Oh yeah. No.
She
Elsie already
placed
told
you in
us
a
about
time
that.
loop to keep you safe on the pier, but didn't
Yeah,
consider the fact you all age.
Well, I mean, like, why would Elsie like? We're like teenagers. Like, gosh, it's like giving a 2-year-old a torch, a genius 2-year-old. Like, you're like what the smartest person I know, Elsie. Please don't take that the wrong way, but like, that's a lot of cosmic power to just be dumped onto your lap, and you have to figure out how to use it the right way.
Guys, I feel like we're trying to figure out tomorrow's homework when we have a game like right now. That's if we lose, it doesn't matter. We don't have to do the homework. So
Leon, we have to. We really do have to win. There is no plan B. Like, we need you on board.
And making their way to the field, you hear over the tannoy. And we're going to take a break there, quickly. And we'll be back in we'll be back in a few minutes. We've had a team meeting. This will not be the finale. We will be back on the 13th of December. One last ride into the unknown. But before that, I want to give us a little bit of a bigger cliffhanger. So as you called out onto the field, the football field, and both teams walk out of their respective doors onto what is now a like the Hallows Vale is spread out along the field, miniaturized, and there's like room for you to stand where like the usual football circle is. Both teams stand facing each other. Welcome everyone to the big game! It's the survivors of Hallows Vale versus the Pantheon of the Beyond. And you turn to see the audience, and it's the whole town. has come out. All of your families, everyone who's just living in the town is all sat in the audience. But also, you see sat on the bench for your team the rotting corpses of Asher and Jules from the graveyard.
Asher, am I seeing shit?
Yeah, that does it? I don't think that looks like me. Looks like you, but
Bitch, we're next to each other on there.
Nope.
There's two.
I think that's that looks more like Max.
On
to
the
me.
other side of the field is a row of seats with Badgerfield fans who are all, for a moment, teenagers. And in the next moment, they are cosmic horrors beyond your imagination. And then go back to being various forms of themselves in a high school situation. The lie of the land, who in the Beyond is a giant snake that lives along the ground and is the only Beyonder that can lie, is the form of like a wheeling and dealing kid who's like got sweets and is like, sweets to a fiver, sweets to a fiver, anybody want sweets to a fiver? They're not sweets. He can lie. He's the only one who can. After the teams are introduced, there's a moment before the game begins. Chatterbox and Ace are chosen as the team captains, killers. And they you're brought forward to the center. And Chatterbox turns to all of you. If we win, we can stop them from destroying the world in 2025. You're choosing yourselves over the whole world. Let the games begin! And that is where we'll end. Well, I think that was successful personally. I managed to get you out of doing a five-side football game.
It's true.
And I might have been able to turn you all against each other.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
Asher called that, by the way, that they were going to make us make a weird choice. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asher, the smart one, as we all call him.
The smart one, yeah.
knowledge is dangerous, guys. Maybe we should just not know anything. And on that, we'll start saying goodbye. Remember, we will be back on the 13th for the grand finale. It's gonna be called The Big Game, because that's a fun title. Alex, say goodbye.
Hey everybody, I'm Lex Wilson. I publish and perform as Lex Wilson, but my friends call me Alex. I'm a writer and actor in North Carolina in the United States. Alex Zotica on Twitter, lexwilson.bsky.social on Blue Sky, lexwilson.com for everything else. The main thing to plug right now is we just finished a 3 episode run of Hector's game over on Nerds with Dice called The North Star, powered by Wanderhome. It was a homebrew that Hector did, and it was a very cathartic 3 episodes. It was Wander Home is very different from Kids on Bikes and very different from a horror game. Although Rice's character and mine are smoking buddies in that as well. So Rice, Hector, and I have been doing that, and we just finished that up. And please check it out. It's on YouTube.
Blue, say goodbye.
Hi, I'm Blue. Bye. You can find me at Sanguis Blue on all forms of social media. On Instagram, you'll mostly find my photos from various cosplay stuff that I've been doing, and then Blue Sky and X for any TTRPG stuff I'm doing. The next place that you will see me will be Saturday. I'm at Dragon Meet in London, so if anyone's going to that, then send me a message and we can meet up.
Yeah, Dragon Might does taste really nice. I've tasted it before. It's real good.
It's a little bit gamey, but it's nice. Yeah.
Well, you got the best bits. Vice, say goodbye.
Oh, and goodbye. Rice and Rice Cakes here. Yeah, this has developed into something I did not expect, so I'm a little bit like, holy shit. You can find me on Twitter and X at the original Lores. I know it's a little bit of a mouthful. If you wanna check out my art, I do need to actually post something because but hey, I chose engineering, and that is apparently what I'm taking to the grave. Yeah, do also check out the 3 episodes from Nerds on Dice from the Wonder Home campaign that also Alex talked about, because I love Celine. I loved playing Celine, and the finale was amazing. It is very wholesome. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have to plug. That's it.
Don't worry about taking engineering to the grave. You'll just come back out of it. Hector, say goodbye.
Apparently so!
Goodbye, everybody. I've been Hector at Keiichi Okami on Twitter and Blue Sky and all other social medias. It's been really great. The only things I have to plug is Mondays over on I've been playing Blue Rose on Mondays over at so many channels that I am with. Greater Restoration Crew, GR crew over there. My peoples. I'll be running a Christmas one shot. We're going to be D&D one shot. We're going to be doing some holiday hijinks. 4:00 Pacific time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I had just finished the series, the North Star, my Powered by Wander Home folklore punk series, all on the Nerds with Dice YouTube. You can watch all 3 back to back now. They're all uploaded, and I hope you check it out. And then of course, here on the 13th. That's what I got.
Magpie, say goodbye.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. You can find me most places at Antique Horror, and by most places I mean X and Blue Sky and possibly Tumblr. I've got nothing to plug. This is the only game I'm part of. I'm always looking for more. I'm good at dice, I hope, maybe, perhaps, sometimes. I write. Nothing on paper yet. We're working on that. Quite hard, quite desperately. I will sell my kidney as a bribe if anyone would like it.
You need to get a good deal from the publisher. That's how it works. Like, if they don't give you a good deal, you refuse them. I've just been in that situation where I've had to say no because they're not paying me enough. As a professional writer, don't make them sell your kidney. You make them buy your kidney.
I'd rather make peculiar deals. I'm fond of a good peculiar deal.
Says the one that became a Pantheon, apparently.
Yeah.
I got antlers and an owl face. This is
Magpie,
all I wanted. Bonjour.
Which kidney?
I'm left-handed, so like my right one.
Nah, no deal.
And finally, me. I have been Callum and will continue to be Callum. You just won't see me again until the 13th, unless you find me on the internet. Theatre Callum everywhere. That's important, not Tumblr. Yeah, I don't have anything to plug at the moment. I'm meant to be editing a podcast that I've recorded with my mate, and it's a real pain in the bum at the moment because I did not think about recording it properly. despite
Oh.
my expertise in it. So I'm having to edit a really bad. Future episodes be great. This one, I'm gonna do a load of work on it. That'll be out eventually in the future. Yeah, I've got stuff in the works, but I can't talk about any of it, or it doesn't exist. You don't know. I just sound like I've got work on, but I don't. Maybe I do. We'll be back on the 13th. Remember to check out the Misadventures League space game, Misadventures in Space. That goes out on Saturdays. Find us on YouTube where you can catch up with the whole show and show your friends it, because I've put a lot of work into it and so have all these awesome people. Anything else? That's it, I believe. Enjoy your week off. Process everything that's happened. Bye forever, but not really.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. I